breastfeeding is for most moms really hard, and it is a very intense period.
I had a really challenging and difficult breastfeeding experience.
Just a special connection you have with your baby.
Ultimately, it was the hardest thing I've ever done. It was harder than giving birth.
When you smell him, your breast milk changes and it makes antibodies to protect you. Come on in. Hi, I'm Tessa, owner of Mama Milk Fairy. Welcome to my studio. This is where I make all my precious jewelry. With Mama Milk Fairy I make breast milk jewelry and breast milk keepsakes. And I started this business to help moms commemorate their breastfeeding journeys. Because breastfeeding is for most moms really hard, and it is a very intense period, and it's something that we would like to have something from once it's over. It's a special time during a mom's life, a special time during a baby's life. So moms, they send me their breast milk in, like, I'll try to cover the name a bit, like in a breast milk storage bag like this, and then they put it in some Ziploc bags because I send it by mail, just prevent leaking. And I then preserve it with my special preserving powder, and then it turns out to something like this. I don't know if you're able to see it. Is it like preserved breast milk? Once I've preserved it, I grind it really fine in the mortar and pestle, and I set it in resin, and epoxy resin. And many moms want to add some color, or they would like to add a little shimmer or whatever. Everything is possible, so whatever they want. Or I add a lock of hair from their baby, or dried umbilical cord. And once that's finished, I set it in either solid gold or sterling silver jewelry setting, in a pendant, or in earrings, or a ring. There you go. So pretty. I've put a lot of things in there. The one that recently that I have been asked only once was a single eyelash from a mother's son from her baby, because he has such a beautiful big eyelashes. So she literally gave me one eyelash to work with, and it turned out really well. I have some pictures of it on my social media. It was just one beautiful black eyelash on there.
How hard was it?
Oh, very hard. It made me very nervous, because usually if they give me locks of hair, I have some more hairs to work with, or I can move it around a little bit. And with this I only had one. Lucas, can you go with Papa? So the main challenge for me was that our oldest son had trouble latching when he was just born. The first few days went very smooth, very easygoing, and then suddenly I started to have troubles with his latch. Well, I didn't know that at the time, but I started to have cracked nipples, and started to bleed, and up till a point that it hurted so much that I couldn't feed him anymore. Another difficult moment when I was breastfeeding was when I went back to work. I had to start pumping because he went to daycare, and at that time I was working full time, and that was a lot of work, and it was really hard. And I don't know, I think that pumping mothers need more respect.
yeah, I was Googling breast milk jewelry, and her name came up, or her website came up.
Oh.
I had a really challenging and difficult breastfeeding experience, and it was just really, really, really hard. But just having something to remind me, of everything that I went through, and I just really wanted some type of keepsake. I mean, I think for me, I know when I opened the jewelry, I still get emotional thinking about it, just because my journey was so challenging and not at all what I had hoped for or anticipated. But I know when I opened the jewelry box, I cried. I just burst into tears, because it just reminded me of how hard I'd worked for something that was so important to me. And, it was the way I wanted to mother. I wanted to breastfeed my child. And it didn't totally work the way I wanted it to, but looking at the jewelry, it just really reminded me of, it was our experience, even if it wasn't the best experience. But it was our journey between me and my son, and it meant a lot to me to be able to even breastfeed him for the short amount of time that I did. The whole journey feels like it's all wrapped up in one one piece of jewelry. And then she also gifted me a small little heart to go with it, which was amazing and such a beautiful surprise. It really meant a lot to me that she did that. So yeah.
Try to hang in it on your own, and there's a lot of help out there. It's more and more common, and people are supporting breastfeeding now. There are lots of doulas, midwives, lactation specialists that can help. There are a lot of support groups, and you're not alone. So a lot of it's very normal that it doesn't go smooth and easy, and that's okay.